Hello and welcome to the Blue House Bull Session. Back here bowling with you. Hi. We have an Ashley.
Hi. Shout feeding the deer.
Yeah. Getting the dogs all rounded up as best she can. I am, as always, your host, Jay Artist, joined by my BFF and co-host Uber Fuzzy on whichever side of me he's on because I can't remember the layout of this thing. You know how it goes. We are here. We are happy to be here. We are glad to see you. It's the end of September already. You know what that means. I have to go to Bath and Bed Body. Which one's the soap one? Bath and Body Works.
Bath and Beyond Body?
Yes, I don't need any Beyond. What I need is to get like 100,000 bottles of Ghoul Friend because it is back in season if I have not missed it yet.
Oh my god. Yeah,
because
you're one of those people.
It's my favorite scent. It is. It's my favorite of someone else's scent. How about that? Yes, Bloodbath and Beyond. Exactly. Plus, they have those cool seasonal bottles, etc., etc. But yes, time to go stock up on hand soap. You know, I got enough last year that I still had some left. I'm just about to run out. I think I finally got it down to a science of how much to buy to make it through a whole year. And this is complicated by the fact that next weekend is Con on the Cob. And I will apparently have a booth there selling candles.
Really?
So hopefully I will be able to get some candles made this weekend. Otherwise, I will be at Con on the Cob selling candle. Singular. Until I am out. I have sold my candle and I have 3 days left of this booth. What do I do? It also means I should take some notebooks up there, huh?
Yeah.
Figure out how to price them and
make notebooks with your candle label on it.
'Tis definitely a thought. I will give it that.
Make a contact sheet of, I don't know, quarter sheet panels with your logo on it. Go get it printed on heavy cardstock with a gloss coat somewhere. Cut it, quarter it, bind it.
Yeah, but I have like 3 fans. Captain Crunch has like hundreds. But yes, I do get what you're saying.
You should also have some for the people that are legitimate fans of your thing.
Fair, and I cannot disagree. I could label them as paper-scented. It's a thing. Not quite old book, but... Anyway, I have titled our show today, Back from the Classic. We spent last weekend at the Cleveland Gaming Classic, representing Hergel Studios. All of us were able to make an appearance there. All of the actual, Hergel partners. I like your hat. I still have your tote bag, just so you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
They gave me a bag. Like, can I have one hat? And then she goes and gets it and puts it in a bag, and I'm like, okay.
Okay,
like, I'm if you're not the hat immediately on.
If you're not stressed about getting the bag back, then I won't worry about it. I just wanted to make sure you didn't forget. I will make use of that bag. And you know what else I will make use of? I need to ask you where you got the dolly you got, because I need one.
Cart.
Yes, cart. I need to ask you where you got the cart you did, because I need one.
Amazon.
I will have to look it up, because the solution that I had been using for candle shows is not tenable. I had been stuffing everything in a oversized rolling suitcase that has pretty much disintegrated entirely at this point. I still need to use that for traveling, for when I go to things like Zeldathon or whatnot. But I need something specifically for carrying tables and merchandise to put on those tables to craft shows. Because apparently I'm signed up for a couple more craft shows this year that I'd completely forgotten were going to happen, which is why I'm so ill prepared. Like early this year, I signed up for like 3 that were coming later in the year and promptly forgot which ones and when. So that's where I am with that. Boy, howdy. It sure is something.
I'm sending you the link for the one I bought.
Much
Mind you,
obliged.
many years ago, so it was much cheaper
Yeah.
when like everything wasn't expensive, and also I bought it pre-COVID, so
Yeah.
everything was not expensive. But you actually may want to look at one of the two-wheel hand carts that also lays flat.
Yeah.
Like it has the handle comes out, so you can make it. You have an L in case you need to stack boxes and pull it like an L, or you can lay it down and it becomes a U. One of those. I actually have one of those too. But if you just want a cart, there are other options available.
Yeah. I just know I
I bought
definitely
that one.
need a something.
That cart I have though is we bought it for moving very large, heavy things. Like that one's rated for like 600 pounds or some shit.
Good because wax is heavier
Yes.
than you think it is, and glass is definitely heavier than you think it is. So,
Do you know? Do you know what we originally bought it for? Bringing in the groceries from Costco.
Nice.
Because you pull in the driveway and you park and you open the back, and now you have the longest possible path to take all the heavy things inside. And you've got cases of water, or cases of melons, or cases of batteries, or DIY canoes, or whatever. And it's like, why don't we just get a thing and put them all in, unload it, bring that inside?
And then we can
Because
figure
some of the
out to do
stuff,
with our 5-pack of bulk anvils. Yeah.
well, like the perishable stuff you bring in, but the other stuff, like it can sit in the garage. When you go shopping in the winter or the summer or the rain, you just want to get them out of the car.
Yeah.
Finish the car part, bring them in the garage. You can take stuff off of there as you need it.
No, absolutely. I get that. I get that. It was amazing doing load out and load out, load in and load out with that thing, though.
Yeah. I had the weirdest looks walking into that place carrying that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm walking up to the front gate, got kid on one arm, and I'm just manhandling this entire cart just under my arm with one hand. And the guy is giving me this really weird look, like, what is going on? And kiddo had
Exhibitor
my
badge on,
badge,
yeah.
my exhibitor badge, but it was wrapped around her and it was turned around. And he was real confused that she had a badge on and I'm carrying a cart. I'm like, okay, I need the thing, and I put it on my neck and I flip it around so he can see the exhibitor. And he's like, oh, okay. And he
Go,
just pointed me over to the
go,
table.
go over there, get a wristband for Fuzzy Jr., and then
Yeah,
get your ass inside.
you
Yeah.
know, you're carrying a cart. You have an exhibitor badge. I'm not even going to talk to you. You know what's
Yeah.
going on,
Yeah.
probably.
And you were able to fake it well enough. Everyone's schedule was a little funky, so I was the only one that was there for the full time of the event, but Jacob made it out
Yeah.
into town. He was there both days. Matt was there on Saturday. You were there on Sunday. It was pretty groovy.
Man, if anything short of the thing I had going on,
Yeah.
and I would have been there open to close, if nothing else, just to hang out
Yeah.
with everybody, but just like that experience.
No, very much understandable.
I've been watching the con they're on TikTok and they're posting all the videos and stuff, and I'm like scrolling through, seeing if in the background, because I recognize some of the characters they were showing off, and I'm like, I was standing there looking at those. Am I in the background of that?
Yeah, there was some wild stuff there, man.
My child does not like people in costumes,
Interesting.
specifically anything that covers the head. She was okay with the person dressed up like Princess Daisy Peach or whatever, or Zelda, whoever that was, one of the video game princesses, but lost her shit when Master Chief turned around the corner. But she also had a problem when we were down at Bucky's and the mascot came out. I think it's entirely a head
Just the
thing.
head being fully covered, yeah, not being able to see a people face on it, yeah.
And I told my ex, I'm like, okay, so if we take her to a furry convention, her head's just gonna explode, right?
Oh yeah. That would be how that works.
Sorry. Man, the air. I don't even have the window open. What's the air?
I don't know, but the air has been weird today in general. Man, have you seen this air? If so, that's a problem. Yeah,
Oh, it's not great. Okay, that's why.
we had a lot of entertaining takeaways from all of that too, from running the table. This is the first time we did a Hurgle table at a gaming event. I have at least the background of a booth at an event from doing craft shows, but
Right.
this was our first time showing off specifically the game, and we have a whole lot of takeaways and a meeting to discuss them this weekend. I'm gonna message everyone tonight and be like, when are you free? Or are we just gonna do this asynchronously? I can always just take feedback. But we have learned much, which is good because we need that information for our upcoming booth at Super Magfest. We got through the jurying process for that. We got accepted to Super Magfest. We will be there in January. Did you put in your time off request for it yet?
No, but I have to talk to I was
Yeah.
supposed to meet with my boss today, and then she had got slammed with a double super ultra on fire escalation, and she was tied up in actually in meetings. Like they pulled all the service managers into a room and had like a war council. Holy crap, it was bad kind of meeting.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm canceling everybody's one-on-ones today. I cannot tell you why. When we're done here, we're gonna need everybody on deck anyway, so
Yeah. Be on high alert. It is not anything that is a danger to you, but there is a big problem, and I have to take care of big problem.
oh it was. Like I'm not even gonna talk about it. It was that bad.
I understand and approve, and boy howdy does that make me even more curious. But point is, we're going to make sure we get our requests in. We're going to try and make sure everyone's available to actually get out there. We're going to, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
I could definitely get the time off work because our PTO cycles like literally on the calendar year.
Yeah.
Um it's a matter of timing with shorter objects
Yeah.
because winter break,
You know,
and I don't know how. Yeah.
speaking of PTO resetting, I've droned on at length to everyone's chagrin about the switch to the unlimited PTO policy and how I feel weird about it, and I'm not sure if I like it, and I'm not comfortable taking time off and all of that. They never stopped the sabbatical plan, and I think I come eligible in December. It is entirely possible I have to look up dates for things like GDQ, and I am waiting to hear news on the dates on Zeldathon, but I have dates for MagFest. It is entirely possible I could spend my entire sabbatical traveling event to event to event
And not actually use PTO.
and not actually use PTO and have a paid month off of work just to go from event to event to event. That is a very valid possibility, and I am not sure how to feel about it.
I also need to find out about donation charity stuff because we get charity time,
Yeah.
charity hours.
One more reason to make Hergel Helps happen.
Yeah.
That counts. That would absolutely count.
Yep.
So from what little you were able to see of the show, in between protecting Fuzzy Jr. from all the scary monsters and sprites, what was the yeah.
Dude, at one point she said, "Can we go? I'm overstimulated now." And I'm like, "What? Just
She could call it. She could call it, and God knows it took us how long to realize that? Decades.
But
I wish I would have had that in my vocabulary.
but like the self-awareness to know that's why you are getting anxious and don't want to be and you want to leave and not just I want to go home, like I'm tired
Yep.
or I'm hungry or I don't want to walk or just like, and to articulate that in such clear exact verbatim. I'm like, oh my god, it is genetic. It is, isn't it?
Yeah. It's not all the Tylenol you ate. But yeah.
My mom only took Tylenol PM. I'm only autistic at night.
Pardon me while I steal the hell out of that one forever and ever.
I stole from somewhere else. That was the best thing.
I'm taking that one though. I'm keeping that one.
I think all the best one was like, dude, if Tylenol gave people autism, here would be the America
with the
rapid rail train.
Yeah, the train system.
The train map, yeah.
So, speaking of game shows and games, I picked up Primrose. You remember them. They had a booth very near us.
Yeah.
That game is fantastic. I've been playing a fair amount of it. I wouldn't say like addictively large amount, but I have been playing a fairly large amount of it. It's neat. You know, what I have been playing obsessively is Vending Machine Co.
What?
And by obsessively, I mean like I've had the demo for 3 or 4 days, and I've got like 24 hours playtime in it.
Bending?
Vending. Like,
Oh.
you know, I wanted to make it. Yeah, they made most of it.
Oh, yeah, the one I sent you, and I'm like, hey, you know that thing we wanted to make?
Yeah, it's the best way I could describe this. I was talking to it was Spipo actually. What I like most about it is it showcases almost everything I wanted, almost the way I would do it. I still want to make my own because it's not quite right, but it's close enough that I have validation before I even put hands to keyboard that it's actually engaging and fun.
Oh yeah, if you go look at you kind of have to narrow down.
There other games, yeah.
There are other games, and also just like in that genre of not just job simulators, but other inventory management sims.
Yeah.
Kind of like the trading card simulator and but other not 3D ones. That whole genre kind of really still they've kind of got burned out from the 3D runaround ones, and I'm noticing a lot more of these 2D shop simulator. Oh god, what's the one with the books?
Tiny Bookshop.
Tiny Bookshop.
Tiny Bookshop.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like yeah.
No, I've absolutely seen people. That one in 2 Point Museum, which I haven't actually seen anyone play. I haven't gone and watched it yet. Have you?
2 Point Hospital?
Yes, but for a museum.
Okay. I'm familiar with their, you know.
Yeah.
The zoo and the hospital and the other, yeah.
But yeah, I've been playing a ton of that. You know what else I've been playing? We always, at the end of our show, when we're looking for topics, we're like, so what have you been playing? I won't shut up about this because somehow I've played 400 hours of games in the past 168 hours while working and attending a trade show and sleeping occasionally.
What?
Autenjo. It is Balatro with Mahjong instead of poker.
I like actual mahjong.
Yes, not like Mahjong Solitaire. Like you make the
Okay.
sets of 3 or the runs of
Yeah,
3.
yeah, yeah.
Yes.
I wanted to learn mahjong because they added that to Final Fantasy 14
Yeah.
as like an actual game, and they like kind of went hardcore on it. And there's a whole like tournament system and players and cards and NPCs. And if you rank up high enough, like the major NPCs from the game are like your cheerleading team behind you. As you rank up in the Mahjong ladder system, you unlock outfits for them. Just so they're in different outfits behind you cheering you on. Like what? But yeah, it's a full-on Mahjong system.
But you know, they take the Joker system and they have power-ups you get instead, and then they have consumable individual items, and then they have a bunch of different, instead of decks, they have tile types, and you know, they have all the mechanics. They have 10 million fiddly little things that interact with each other, and because of that, it is absolutely engrossing. If I have a complaint, and this is not really a complaint, this is a personal gripe, it is that a run takes a little longer than I would like, and that's only because I've been playing so much of it and it gets in the way of other things I got to do because I personally, the game supports it. I personally cannot stop a run in the middle. The game allows you to save your progress and come back later. I just cannot make myself do it. That one's on my end. I 100% admit it. But yeah, Autenjo is fantastic. And it came out just at the right time. Everything came out just at the right time because, you know, I was just yelling how the Racoin playtest ended.
Mm-hmm.
Now I have 3 other games to distract me until Racoin's actually released.
Did you end up looking into how like the Steam limited time playtest system works?
I did not yet.
Okay, because we were talking about that. Like,
Yeah,
how does that work? Because that would actually be kind of cool to do
it would. It
for
would.
no good reason. Like literally just I don't know.
What do you think of it? Here's a way on Steam to show off our alpha. Are you guys into it or not?
Mm-hmm.
You know, that would come in handy for things like, you know, fish digits.
Well, I wore my hat into work because it was in. I was having a bad hair day,
Yeah.
and this was after I shaved because it was going to be hot for the show. Um, but like I hit my head weeks ago, and I had a big goose egg on top, and it like an actual like swell, like half of an egg, deviled egg, like noticeable bump on my head,
Yeah.
and because it expanded the skin and the skin retracted, skin flake, skin problem on the top of my head, right where I'm bald, so I can't even hide it. So I was wearing a hat. I'm like, oh, I forgot my hat. Oh, I had the game hat in the car. And I walked in and said, oh, nice hat. Where'd you get it? I'm like, oh, I went to the show this weekend. Oh, our mutual, my current coworker and your previous coworker,
Yeah.
uh, was asking me if I was going to the show, and then I come in on Monday wearing the things like, oh, you went. And I went out and got my badge from the car. And when I did, I had some of the business cards.
Yeah.
And I gave him one, and I gave my boss one. And she's like, what is this? And I'm like, I had leftovers from the show. You know, we had cards made because we had a booth and stuff, and I was showing them. They're like, wait, you made a game? And I'm like,
Over time,
yeah.
we've
It's like,
made several. This one's for sale.
it's like, wait, like, just an online website? Like, no, it's on Steam. You can go and buy it right now. It's like, it's not launched, but,
Yeah.
you know, for people with full time jobs making, you know, a game slowly takes a minute. You know, also, we're kind of learning the space, but like, no, it's like a real game on Steam, and we have other ones too. They're like, oh, so you really do know how to program? And
Yes.
I'm like,
Yes, I do. That's what I've been trying to tell you. Or trying not to let you find out, as the case may be. I can't promise either way.
dude, I let it slip. I wrote a batch file to automate moving some files because I was tired of dragging and dropping and right click and renaming.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, this is dumb. So I made one batch file so I could just drag the file onto the batch file and use first argument to like install it because we have like 6 files that have to go to the same place.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but you have to make sure you close the tool before you change the dat file out from underneath it or it like freaks out.
Yeah.
So the first thing I did to the batch file was look at the process ID and kill the tool,
Mm-hmm.
and then copy the file, and then launch the tool. So I can just drag a file onto it, and it takes it down, moves it. And then I'm like, oh, wait, I don't want to drag these by hand. That's too much work. Let me make a menu so I can just type 1, and it does, and it drags, automate the dragging. And my team lead sits behind me, and he's watching me do a user ad. And I launch the thing, and I double click on this shortcut, and a batch window opens up. Terminal, command prompt, black window, and he reaches, I do ceremonies to like boop, like very loudly, just
Yeah.
type 1, and then and then the tool opens. He's like, "What did you just do?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, that dragging and dropping? I got rid of it."
It's magic.
I'm like, it's like, "What'd you write that?" I'm like, "It's a batch file because I needed something that would just work
Yeah.
without a programming language, and I was too lazy to go look up like get
PowerShell
input
syntax.
in
Yeah.
PowerShell." Yeah, I'm like, I know how to get input in a batch file. I've been writing these for forever.
This.
Like, I just needed one input and 6 echoes and a go to.
Yeah. This is something I can do from memory right now in batch. Yes, I know it can be done in PowerShell, probably automated even better and bulletproofed. But you know what? I
Yeah.
have a working solution right now.
Yeah. The only thing that sucks is you have to map a network drive because batch files only running command prompt. Command prompt doesn't like UNC network paths.
Yeah.
It refuses to work with them. But they're like, oh, you know how to do things. And I'm like, yeah, give me an actual programming language. I could just do all of this.
Yeah. I anticipate at some point there's going to be a fight for which department gets you. There's going to be some headhunting going on there. Potentially.
No,
Possibly.
no, my boss will fight to keep me because
Yeah. No,
of things like this.
that's what I'm saying. Someone else is going to come sniffing around, and your boss is going to like, "Rrr," and then yeah. Yeah.
Also, apparently, I'm picking up how to do stuff in Okta too fast, and I'm pointing out plot holes in stuff that I was told to do a different way because I was doing it a different way because that's how I just figured out and did it myself. And he's like, "Why do I see you in these logs?" And I'm like, "Because I needed some data." And he's like, "Why do you need that data?" I'm like, "For this thing I'm writing because I'm tired of doing this shit by hand. I'm writing a diff tool for Okta accounts." Because we're tired of opening 2 windows and trying to
manually
figure out
parsing, yeah.
which of these 70 applications are tied to people that disseminate, permissions and properties, what is wrong. And I'm like, good user, broken user, figure it out.
Here's some structured data. Why don't we present it visually and let you parse it by hand? Bruh. There are tools. Yeah. There are tools.
What I want is diff. I'm literally just going to dump it and pipe them into diff because I could just like... I want a diff-like interface because I want it to tell me like, I want the 3 sides of the set A B Venn diagram crossover thing, because I want to know what does one have that doesn't, and where they match and where they don't match. Like I want that visualized. Bucket. I want a graphical Venn diagram tool.
Yeah.
Is what I want. I want
Show
all
me
the
show me the
apps
outliers
listed
on
as
each
tiles
side.
in
Yeah.
a Venn diagram.
Yeah.
Yes, that Okta, because that's what everybody uses. They're like,
Everybody uses
oh,
Okta. Yep.
we use Okta. Have you heard of it? And I'm like, yes, unfortunately.
Sure have. Have I heard anything good about it? Make sure you want the answer before you ask me that question.
They asked if anybody has prior experience with using Jira or Confluence.
Funny you should add. Yeah. Yep. Yep.
I dropped to the ground and hid under the desk.
You're like,
My boss said, I'll take that as a yes.
I'm afraid I do, and none of it's good. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Do you not want you? There are pieces of your tool chain you should conceal until.
Well, it's either that or SharePoint.
Who? Would you like the
We're moving
ground glass smoothie or the turd platter? No, I wouldn't.
Look, Atlassian products are not bad as long as you have a dedicated team of 1 to 17 people to manage them. If you have an on-staff 2 to 3 person, all they do is manage your Jira cluster. That's all they do. They can't be other people. All they do is they manage your Jira shit, and they will make your tables and your links and your permissions. That's all they do. It's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
But if it's something else IT has to remember how to do and load into their brains and train their herd of people, no, it won't work. It's like having a scrum master, basically. You need a person who that's all their job is.
Yeah. 100%. 100%.
But other than that, if you've got them set up and they work, they're actually pretty nice tools.
They can be.
They're expensive as
when
fuck,
when they're used right, they can be. The problem is the people who decide how they're going to be set up are removed enough from the people that are going to be using them that it's easy for larger companies to end up in situations where they're not helpful.
This is a reminder to drink water.
Oh, shut up.
Don't forget.
Disable that.
Don't forget.
Yeah. No, it's got cough detection. Because that's a thing.
This is a reminder to drink some lean.
Yeah. It also has beeping detection.
Yeah.
And I have that turned on the one in the kitchen in case something ever starts like beeping.
Yeah.
It'll let me like a fridge door was left open and it's beeping. It was like, hey, we're detecting beeping from the kitchen unit. And like, oh, okay.
That's probably not good. I should pay attention to that. But it gets drowned out in the symphony of square waves floating through my house at all times.
Yeah.
The table right next to us. The table right next to us. I'm going back to CGC. Had that card game. Left side if we're looking at the aisle. The card game table that Jacob was at all weekend.
Oh, yeah.
But bless him, I love him. I'm glad he was so enthusiastic. But they had apparently a killer product because, seriously, he spent the overwhelming majority of the weekend hanging out at their table playing their game. I mean, he was there, he was helping, he was friendly, but I was just genuinely impressed by how hooked he was on that. And I mean, I get it. I tried the game too. It's neat. I got the pins. I backed the Kickstarter. But he was just sold. Like, we're going to lose him to them. He's going to join their team. He's going to be the competition going forward. But we did get a pretty good response to it. People were very much into it from everything I saw. It helps that we had a couple friends with kids come up, and the kids wanted to play the game. So, like, we're like, yes, please take a demo station. Please let people see what this game is all about. Do that. Do that. We want that. That's a good thing. So it went well. It went really well.
I wonder if we should have a like. Well, we can't call it chill mode now, but
Attract mode.
well, that too. No, I was thinking about something that Ginger Tech said last night about experimenting without
Yeah.
like wasting ingredients. I'm thinking like a hassle-free mode. There's no money. You have ingredients. They're infinite use. Like they're still we keep the shop availability. Like you can just get rid of them and like load in a new one or whatever. So you have infinite of what you have, but you still have the same limitation of the rotation and stuff coming in and out.
Yeah.
But like you can experiment and make stuff and you don't run out. So you could just and you can have customers still come in, so you could still play, but it's like I just like making the stuff, but I don't want to deal with all the managing money or buying stuff or running out. I just want to like a free play mode basically.
I get you.
So you could experiment and try, what things can I make into a sandwich? It stays within that save. Maybe for that mode we don't enable
Chivos and all of that. Turn off the NPCs.
Yeah.
This is I just want to go through the mechanic with no limitations. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's something to
I
kick
don't care
around.
about
Yeah.
your storyline. I just want to run around and shoot things, but I don't care about like super ultra hardcore, timed mechanics. I just want casual mode.
Yeah.
Free play.
I could get with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, Ginger is poisoned by decades of JRPGs the same way we are. You don't use your powerful items because you might need them later until the credits are rolling, and you're like, oh shit. That's what it is. Because that's a lot of what he plays.
Well, he was talking before you showed up. He had played it originally, and it was different.
Yeah.
And he did not realize how the store worked in general. He also didn't know you could experiment with stuff before you opening the store.
Yeah.
He discovered that later. He did not buy the oat milk for the latte.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like 20 some day. It was mostly through his
weeks later,
before Mayor Chicken came back, and he's like, "Oh man, I need oat milk." Like just like Gallarhorn, it was available day one and never again. And he's like, "I didn't even see the shop button on day one." And I'm like, "That's the point, to teach you to go look at the shop."
I have a patch for that,
Yeah,
by the way. I'm gonna send you. I actually have a patch for that.
Yeah.
I explained what I was gonna do, but I wrote the code to
yeah.
fix that.
I do love how every time we watch somebody, we're just like frantically filing bugs,
Yeah,
and feature requests and PRs like as people are playing.
it's a good feeling, man. It helps me feel productive, like taking notes over the weekend and everything. I came back with stuff to fix and stuff to do and stuff to think about. I like that.
If he has VODs enabled, which I assume he probably does, like any sane streamer,
Yeah,
go back and watch.
I plan to.
It's actually he has some pretty good thoughts on it. He explained we need the for sale filter on the recipe book.
Yeah.
Because this is like the 5th or 6th person we've said that's mentioned that. And as soon as you start getting a bunch of recipes, just finding the ones you have for sale.
Yeah.
Does it's data overload.
Yeah, I think what I would pitch for that is another row of tabs above the alphabet tabs.
I'd say off to the sides,
Okay. Yeah.
just because like the alphabet tabs are already like kind of spaced out in the right
Yeah.
size and stuff.
Yeah.
Um, I wish more games. Well, I'm not going to say. I wish more developers were open to feedback
Yeah.
or had a good way to actually give feedback to them, because you hit a point and you have enough games you play. You can't go watch all the people play,
Right.
but you're like, look, give us your feedback, give us your on, like, this is still in alpha, this is still in demo, this is beta, early, like, give us your feedback. Don't just go and complain about it. Like, give us your good feedback. Reinforce, like, developers need to solicit that out of people and actually listen, because from being on both sides of that, it is incredibly helpful.
Yeah. Yeah.
You get one or two super testers like me or Swishman or whatever, and you will get all the information you could ever want.
Yup. Yup.
And then you get some people that just like are legitimately having fun, and you go back and you watch the video, and you want to do like one of those like face trust face tracking
Yep.
analysis, like how many times they're smiling or whatever, and like what were they doing right before they smiled, what triggered them to laugh at what joke.
Yep. Yep. And it doesn't take away from the fun of making stuff. For me, I've had to practice being able to say, this is by design. Because there are some things where I'm just a big old stick in the
Yes.
mud, and I'm like, no, this is something I want in the game mechanic. I have a justification if you want to hear it, although you don't because you're already unhappy about it, and that's not going to change it.
Right. People need to understand what developers actually mean when they say, "Oh, I'll pass it along to the team," or we'll take note of that. And yeah, sometimes it's not going to go anywhere, but that individual drop is another in that bucket. And I will tell you, from as a person who does customer support right now, yours may be an insignificant drop, but people notice patterns.
Yeah.
And if I go through all the tickets and I got all 100 tickets we got today, and I'm noticing that throughout the day we had 7 of them in this one thing, I point those out to my boss. I'm like, I just did 3 of them today, and I see 4 more that were in the queue. That's 7 with the exact same problem today. Note that to somebody.
Yeah. There is a deeper root cause here. Go do your 5 whys, go make your fishbone diagram. But this is a recurrent issue and it needs to be stopped somewhere else.
I not even go run it down, but I'm just like, hey, I'm noticing more than one thing happened today of the exact same type. I'm just pointing it out.
Yep. Yep.
If it flares up, we already have a heads up. And I've been doing that for weeks now. And she's like, these are really helpful because they do come up in other management. Like, hey, is that, you noticing a trends in anything? Is anything happening? It's like, yeah, we're noticing this.
And even if it's not some other root cause, even if it is an isolated problem that has just happened a lot, you can add it to your run book. This is now something we should have a stock answer for because it happens as
Yes, that's what I've been doing.
100%. Absolutely.
They gave me write access to the OneNote where all the notes are at, and I've been filling that out.
But yes, if you give us feedback, it gets written down somewhere, whether it's in my notebook or whether it's in an issue on GitHub or wherever. It gets written down. We'll decide later if we're going to do something about it and what we're going to do about it. But we track that. Your feedback is important.
I wish GitHub in their not super great issue tracker had a
way to make a public issue tracker for a private project. I'm guessing.
They did, and they got rid of that. Their answer was, F it, go make a public repo, add -public to the end of it, don't put code in it, and just put the issues in there.
I see.
It was a permission nightmare to manage it.
No, I can understand
at the
that,
right
yeah.
we had a beta of it for the Red Company because of extenders that we had plugins for our software into other softwares that like tied to our API. So we maintained a bunch of these, and like we need a place for people to track the issues that they report them and see that they actually have been reported. No, there needs to be a way to like me too,
Yeah.
basically.
Kind of like you.
But
I don't want to use user voice, but in the style of user voice.
yeah, I need like another like add another emoji react, except I can only add one, but like I want to add more on behalf of the nobody.
Yeah.
Like we got another report of this, another one. Sort by the, what do we work on next? The one with the squeakiest wheel.
Right.
Right. We used to use the upvotes for that. Every time we got a ticket we'd upvote the things, and at the end of the week we would take the one with the most vote, and like
This is now priority.
we would like jam session it basically,
Yeah.
because usually it's something more complicated, which is why it keeps happening. It's like, okay, we're all going to learn from this, we're all going to get credit on this.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be complicated, but we're going to all learn from this, and we're going to all get credit on fixing a dozen people's problem collectively. And usually it's probably something complicated and needs multiple people's inputs and experiences and stuff like that. God damn it, I'm going to end up a project manager, aren't I? I'm realizing how much more this stuff is actually in my head than I'd like to admit.
As much as I hate to wish this on anybody, yeah. Yeah. Maybe at least you'll end up with a good team working on assorted projects. That's the best you can hope for. The right team. Right? That's what I keep telling myself anyway.
I got accused this week of trying to take my team lead's job.
Nice.
It's like, do you want to be team lead? You seem to know what you're doing. And I'm like, no, that's why I'm not.
Yeah. I know what it
don't want
entails.
this.
If I had my druthers, I'd chew my hand off at the wrist. But that is only because I know what I'm doing. I know what it entails, and boy howdy would I rather not.
Yeah. I don't want to people.
Yeah.
Is the thing.
And there is a level of people management in that. There's very much a level of people management in that. Yeah. CGC, going all the way back to that again. You remember we started talking about that? Awesome. All kinds of demos, all kinds of arcade games. They had Waka there. I got to play it. I was happy. They had really nice arcade setups. I only got to check them out briefly because I'm very particular about my people-ing, and I was most comfortable at the booth. Although, I would dash off and
mode.
Yeah. I would dash off and do whatever else. But,
mode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I did take some time at least to see some of the rest of the show and collect all my business cards and put little post-it flags on them so that I knew who to follow up with this week about what and what to deprioritize.
There's an app you need to go get.
No. I know what you're about to say, but on the phone won't work for me.
Still keep the cards, but immediately take a picture of it.
Yes.
And leave. It's the digital version of the Post-it note.
Yes.
Just so, like, in case you physically lose that, you have a backup of it.
You do raise a valid argument there. It's the extra steps feel like a hassle to me, but
not immediately, but like, if you're gonna take a minute to put a Post-it note, like, take a picture. Like, it catalogs and stuff, and then can OCR and get information. Like, build your little Rolodex from business cards real quickly.
Yeah. There was so much stuff I wanted to buy. If I ever get rich, I'm going to reach out and buy all of this stuff.
Oh my God.
I wanted a blanket. They had a Binding of Isaac blanket. I almost bought it. I almost bought it. I'm glad I didn't for financial reasons, and that's the only reason I'm glad I didn't.
I had the cash in my pocket. I almost bought. Did you see the sword booth? The
Yes.
big weapon with
Yes,
the
I
weapon
did.
walls. I almost bought a ridiculously detailed the Halo sword,
Yeah.
energy sword thing. They had a replica of made out of like blue acrylic,
Nice.
but it was like greebled all to hell. It was so nice.
I love that stuff. I don't love that
Oh.
stuff. Did you get their card and put it in your file for later? When you have money and you don't know what to do with it? Well, I guess we'll just have to see him at next year's booth then, huh? Hopefully. We'll see.
There was definitely we learned a lot of lessons
Yes.
about electrical things and how to plan that better and have bring an extension cord because you don't know how far the outlets are going to be away. Bring a decent power strip and route your own shit.
Yeah.
Have all your shit already routed and attached to your TV so you can just plunk and be done. Yeah.
But we have notes on that going forward, and I have some sketches too, since I am a pen on paper kind of person. Mag provides us tables and chairs. We don't have to worry about that.
Oh, that's cool.
So.
Yeah, we'll talk after.
Yeah.
After we're done here about that. I'll see what I can. I'll go ahead and fill out the form and do the registration and stuff. I don't know what's going to be going on in my life around that time.
Worst case scenario, if we put you down and you need to back out, we can always back you out. But if it's easier to back out than to get in.
True. And
that's why I'm telling everyone, if
they'd probably be good about like transferring it too.
Yeah. But that's going to be cool
we'll do
stuff.
That tonight.
That's going to be good stuff. I did have someone ask if we were on consoles yet at the show. I just wanted to say, I told you so.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that was it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm done with that. No, we're on the best console.
And?
The PC, Steam. And I saw your thing, and I know you saw my thing.
Yeah.
We have other secret things related to Cafe specifically.
Oh, you can spoil mine. Like people are going to talk about it.
Well, I can spoil mine too because I'm going to be like that. Fuzzy's got it building for Mac OS, iOS. What's it called now?
Mac.
He's got it.
Mac
He's got it running on his Apple IIe is the important part. And I have it building, albeit not working quite correctly, on Android.
You're gonna laugh when I tell you what I had to do to get it to build.
Add a platform.
Nope.
Not even add a platform?
No, the platform Darwin was already in there.
You just had to change the calling thing to call the Darwin
I had to
build.
manually call the stuff that we had in the batch file.
Yeah.
The copy and the X copy and the other X copy and just copy this folder to that folder. I had to manually run them because it wouldn't run a batch file.
So I should make that a shell file and just set my default terminal to bash. Like through WSL or something. So that way it's a build everywhere environment.
It built Electron Forge builds based on the environment you're in. If you build it on Windows, it will build you a Windows file. If you build it on a Mac, it will give you a
dot matrix graphics.
Yeah.
DMG. I don't know what a DMG actually stands for. I just always assume like the Game Boy dot matrix graphics.
It's distributable something.
Yeah.
It's something really dumb. They don't distribute DMGs anymore though.
Oh.
They're apps, literally .app, which is a glorified zip file container, but it's the entire app. It's the entire app folder in that app, and you just drag that to your application folder, and then it's installed because it knows how to like go inside of it. That's why if you've ever seen the
Gotcha.
meme of installing an application on a Mac, you're just like, it gives you this window and you're like, drag this icon to this folder and then it's installed. Because that's all you're doing. You're copying the folder into the application folder and that's it. And magic happens.
I had not,
so dumb.
and I will have to go look,
Yeah.
but that sounds about right. Yeah.
Yeah. It usually mounts a little disk image. Oh, I think that's what DMG was. It was disk image. Disk image.
I could
But
force
it
myself
mounts
to see that.
drive,
Yeah.
which opens, and they just have a little layout of an icon and a shortcut to / applications or whatever the hell it is, and you just drag it on there, and then it's installed.
It's wild. It's wild in the
Which
best
is why nobody
way.
on a Mac knows anything about file systems. It's like that's how you install stuff.
They do go out of their way to make the file system invisible to the user.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
I can understand. I don't because I'm old and curmudgeonly, and I acknowledge
Yep.
that that's a me problem. But anyway, yeah, could be coming soon to Mac. Could be coming soon to the Play Store. Who knows? I'm just saying. We were inspired to work on things for some reason.
The Mac through Steam is really easy to do.
Yeah.
We just package up a different zip file and a couple clicks and some depots and some things and a checkbox. This is now on Mac, and that's it. Put it in the Play Store, that's a whole different clusterfuck. So,
Well, I've been through Play Store stuff before, so I had the account and everything set up.
oh, okay.
Like, I think I even used the name Hergel Studios back in the day, but when I was doing the whatever they called Flash on Android, I can't remember. Adobe at the time released a way to build a native Android executable from Flash. Because Sinister Sudoku was on there. Remember, Michael had it.
Oh,
And wind
yeah.
chimes and the
Oh yeah.
sarcasm detector.
If those are still on the store, we should link them from like the Hergel homepage.
I think all of them went away because they ended support for. It wasn't Silverlight. I can't remember what it was called,
Oh, okay.
but it was Silverlight. Just Adobe's.
Well, Silverlight's the DRM thing.
Silverlight was Microsoft's answer to Flash. Use Flash-ish
Oh, okay.
thing to build a run anywhere executable in giant quotes.
All I know is Silverlight's like the. I guess it's a good way to like play video that isn't a video, because they were probably just embedding it in like a Flash video object. This way it couldn't be easily copied.
Yeah.
It's the DRM layer because it was always having problems with Netflix for a long time before they killed it. Or it still has. Wait, am I thinking of Silverlight? Yeah. I don't know. Whatever it was. I know it is a DRM thing. Hey, it's
Yeah.
7:00.
Ding, ding, ding. That
my
means
live
we
stream.
should take our break, huh?
Yep.
All right. I think we're going to take a 5-minute break here. Let me get my music going again. Yeah, there we go. We'll put some music on. We're going to take a 5-minute break, run a couple quick ads. I'm going to go get something to drink. Probably, I don't know. In any case, we will be back in just about 5. Thank you so much. Red, we love you too. Thank you for the resub. Much love to you. Much love to you. Sorry you guys are getting here right at break time, but, you know, I got to pee and my root beer's almost gone. We will see you in about 5. Don't go anywhere. You stay right there. Hello and welcome back to the Blue House Bull Session. Back with you after that little break. Thank you so much for sticking around and hanging out. We're happy to be back with you. I managed to chew a mouthful of chips. I have no idea how because I have two teeth on opposite sides of my mouth, but I digress. Point is, hope you all had a nice break. It was absolutely, I got everything done I wanted to in that little 5-minute span. I exchanged all the fluid containers. Don't think about it too hard. Don't think about it too hard. Brush hair and teeth. Note to self, separate brushes. No, I haven't had anything else. I've had a couple mouthfuls of chips. I have already planted the seed in dear Ashley's head, who is here watching with us today. Hi, Ash. Love you. Of trying to decide what we want to do for dinner. So as soon as I wrap this up, the next order of business will be dinner. So I have a plan. I'm working on my self-care plan. You know what? Speaking of self-care, I'm gonna hijack this because I got a topic for you. After all this time, after all these years, I finally got gently and lovingly badgered into installing Finch, the self-care app where you take care of the little bird. And it's been helpful, but I have mental problems, so I also feel like it's been judgmental. One of the things that by default it safely assumes it can put on your list to do for any day is brush your teeth. And I took that personally. So I had to go in and figure out and be like, hey, thank you for thoughtfully generating these defaults for me. Can you not, please? I'll take your help and your suggestions, but these just ain't going to work for me.
You could just mark it off.
Yeah, but it's also a daily reminder of my constant failures that led me to the position I'm in. I could do without that. I realize it does not have a ha-ha written after it, but in my head, when I see those words,
I wish. I don't know if this is like. Maybe I just haven't looked. Maybe it does show it. Okay. On iOS, it does clearly disclaim this contains in-app purchases.
yeah.
Okay. I don't see on this interface where they tell you what those in-app purchases are. Because if they were to like. Oh, wait, there's the drop down here. Oh, okay. It's to buy the subscription. Okay.
Yes, they do have a
It
subscription.
says in-app purchases, but they say, look, it's the app is free if you want the pro version. The in-app purchases by subscription time. I'm okay with that. Okay,
Yeah.
but if it's like they list like buy a hat or extra time, like no, f that. But I want to know that up front before I even install it.
Okay, let me tell you something else that Finch offers. Hashtag not sponsored. I've just been getting a lot of use out of it. They have a program called the Guardians program, in which you can sponsor someone else's subscription, or you can sponsor a subscription that someone can apply to receive. Not just a gift, but like I want someone else to be able to use the full extra pro hyper version of this, whether or not they have the money. I'm buying a subscription for someone else. You pick who it goes to.
Like the SciShow coin thing, just like
Yes.
I'm buying somebody else's, but I don't care. I'm buying into the community pool.
Yes, and I am so on board with that. Like, I understand they need money to run their service. I haven't seen a single ad in there anywhere.
No.
You know, but it's like, would I pay for pro? Maybe. I don't know. I haven't decided to commit yet. But I would say it's absolutely worth it. I would probably become a guardian for someone before I would opt into the pro features or anything. Because there's not a whole lot in it that I feel like I need, but I get value out of it and I want someone else to as well.
You know who kind of did a similar thing? the Boy Scouts because they don't sell cookies, they sell popcorn. But what like, okay, but I don't like popcorn. I don't want giant tubs of popcorn. I don't eat enough of it. Like, can I buy it and not get the popcorn? They're like, actually,
Yeah.
yes. They added an option where you buy the popcorn from the troop and they send the actual popcorn overseas to foreign military, like people on bases and like
So-
overseas
Support our
deployed
troops. Yeah, exactly.
Right. They just like not individually one by one, but like they take all the donations and they just send like a pallet of popcorn to some forward operating base.
Nice.
And they're like, F yeah, I was like, so you could buy it and not get the popcorn, but your local people get the credit for the sale, and it just gets sent somewhere else, and you don't have to manage it. You just like,
That's classy.
I would
That's
like
clever.
to buy the popcorn and not get the popcorn. And I'm like,
I'm into
yes,
that. I'm
give me
into
that.
Man, oh man.
Do you have an invite link or friend code for me?
Yes, I will. I will send that to you later because I'm
Okay.
too confused to
Yeah.
go through my phone right now. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, a donation. Well, technically, it's still a sale because someone gets it. It's just you're saying, I don't physically want to receive the thing. Send it to someone else who wants the thing, and it's a gift.
Yeah.
I have not heard of selling onions for that, and boy howdy, do I feel left out because of it, because I would 100% buy onions from whoever was selling onions. I'm one of them onion biting people, man.
Oh, okay. Like good Vidalia.
The big old yeah. Ooh, a gift sub. That sounds really good. Maybe I should get Subway for dinner. Although I think they took the boss off the menu. I don't know. I'll have to check.
What day of the week is it? There's a thing where they have like a different
Well,
sandwich. It's only available on certain days.
The app I looked at, I used Grubhub, and on Grubhub, none of the specialty, like, named subs were available. You could still order them. They just did not have the shortcut to get this sub this way with those things. You have to go in and manually pick, yes, I want a meatball. Yes, I want olives and pepperoni on it. Yes, give me double cheese.
Sheets has a 2 hot dogs for $1 deal.
Oh, man.
They advertise it on the key. It's like, you want 2 hot dogs for $1? Click here. You know, you gotta have the card. Like, why the fuck don't you have it? But you add the 2 hot dogs, and then at point of sale, you get $1 off.
We have a bat dog. I don't know how well the lighting picks it up, but he's got bat wings on him.
Oh my god,
He is entirely too
he's too calm.
Thank you. He's been really good. Like, he's been a little bit yappy, but he's been really, really good this week.
So here's the dumb thing. If you click on the big splash screen advertisement thing for that deal, it goes into the shop and lets you build your hot dog. But there's a different limited set of toppings to put on there. And I'm like, you know what? That makes sense. They're giving you 2 for $1. There's limited stuff, right? No. Somebody just set up that combo deal wrong. Because if you don't go through that menu and you go through the thing and you just pick hot dog, build it with the full list, and put 2 of them in your cart, it still automatically applies.
Okay, can I call that a gray pattern? It's not a dark pattern because it's not trying to force a certain behavior.
No, it's just whoever set up that thing and that sub menu, that thing, did not click all the box. Whatever day they did that, they were out of stock, so they did not get added. I'm willing to bet if I go take pictures of this and send it to Sheets on Twitter, it'll get rolled out and fixed.
Do
Or
it.
just go to the manager and be like, hey, Sue, your shit's broken.
The only problem with that is they might fix it the wrong way and say, yes, it deliberately limits you to those. Now, if you add extra toppings or anything outside the list, you have to pay premium hot dog prices.
I just want barbecue sauce on it. That's it. It's not on there. It's like one of the only sauce-based toppings that's not on the list, but it is
I have to put on my
on
to-do
the other
list
one.
right now before I forget about it. Do. I'm going to press some
Well,
buttons. Speaking of sheets and sauces, let me go to Keep and write down a note for myself that says, just make a thing. Just make a thing. Why is this difficult? Plus, text, taco sauce. Okay. Note saved. Sheets has packets of taco sauce, and we could not remember what brand they were of the individual packets of taco sauce. And
Mhm.
it is the best taco sauce, the one that they have at the Sheets by us. So I was going to look at like Restaurant Depot and be like, how much is a box of packets of this taco sauce? Or can I get it in a larger container? So, because I went the other night, anyone who was hanging around in the Genpo voice chat in Jackson's Discord, I made an announcement I was running to Sheets. You know, for all my friends all over the world, I asked if they wanted anything. Point is, I had a point coming into this. I picked up food for myself and for Ashley, and I made sure to get extra taco sauce, not just for her food, but for other food that would be good with taco sauce. We have those packets in the fridge. I can go look up what brand they are and order a damn box of them now. That's where all this was going. I have to write down, one of the things I want to do tonight is check out which brand of taco sauce it is before they're all gone again, because they go fast.
You know it's Cisco.
Yeah. But Cisco sells like 3 different labeled ones.
You know they're all just labeled some white label product with 3 different brands.
It's like the freaking roller grill French toast sausages. They have a breakfast item at gas stations. It is a breakfast sausage, roughly hot dog sized, wrapped in a French toast style tortilla wrapper.
Oh,
Like the tornadoes or whatever, but breakfast. But instead of being
Tornado.
spicy egg and cheese, it is French toast and sausage. I want them. I have a hard time getting to a gas station that has them at the hours they have them out. And I found them, I just never ordered them because I am not a distributor. They are almost prohibitively expensive, but no, please, thank you. I appreciate you being on top of that. I appreciate you for many reasons, Peepo. You know the overwhelming majority of them. In addition to knowing I have a huge crush on you, which I announce publicly once a month, and this is early for October. Point is, I should just buckle down and buy them. I think they end up being $2 each at a quantity that I could actually get and store, which is more expensive than they'd be at the gas station. But it saves me from having to try and get to a gas station, hoping they actually have them and hoping they put them out, and being up at 6 o'clock in the morning in the first place. So,
well, what you got to do is break it down dollar per kilocalorie
yeah.
and how much food you're actually getting, or dollar per protein or whatever. So, well, no, because like sometimes for some of the foods, like you're like, oh yeah, it's $2, but like if it's actually a good enough, dense enough food, like it's kind of worth it.
There's also like a comfort factor in it, and while that should not be the primary deciding factor, ooh, goodness, are you going to be all right, sir?
That table is shorter than I thought,
I am so
and I
sorry.
clipped my foot on it.
Ooh, I hope you did not damage yourself too badly.
That'll grow back.
I certainly hope so. Feet grow back, right? But yeah, there's always the comfort food factor. There's the factor of
Right.
even nutrition aside, how much better will I feel if I eat one of these? And if I have a breakfast food that I enjoy that I'll eat every day, because, you know, I'm neurospicy enough that I will absolutely eat the same thing every day until I am sick of it or run out. And if I run out, I'll go get more. So yes, the French toast sausage tornadoes. I think a case of 36 of them was like $70 from a distributor that would sell you a case around here, even if you do not have a business license. I'm gonna keep
That-
looking. I'm gonna keep looking.
Yeah, like check GFS.
I did. They don't have them. I've been looking. I've been looking on and off, but I've been looking. It is going to happen. I am just trying to make it a less dumb decision. And I mean, I could always just trial and error make my own version of it, probably for substantially cheaper. But it wouldn't be quite right. You can get fried fish anywhere, but you can only get Long John Silver's at Long John Silver's. I checked.
Oh man.
I have been kind of on a kick with that. I know we did that for dinner on our Monday family dinner one night, and since then I have ordered takeout like 3 more times from them.
It's not.
When it is what you want, it is exactly what you want. When it's not what you want, it's not awful.
When you want grease, I want it. I want fried, greasy bar food,
Yeah,
but not bar food. I want fried things,
yeah.
but I don't want breaded things. I just want fried. Yeah.
Plus you get all them little crispy gribblins at the bottom of the box. It's like all the fried
Well,
without
the other
any of the
thing
stuff
was
in the
is
middle.
They were slow that day, so you had made the order. They had just started when I got there, and they're like, "It's been slow, so we have nothing prepped. So we're dropping it all like fresh right
Yeah.
now. So it's gonna be a minute." And I'm like, "That's fine. They're not expecting for 20 minutes
Yeah.
because they know like it's 20 minutes away. So whenever." And so like
It
was
was
all
fresh. Yeah.
fresh. Yeah.
No, that was really good. That was really good. Yeah, we should probably start thinking now so we have all weekend to think about it, what we want for dinner on Monday. Because how long on average do we sit around arguing about what we want before we get Chipotle for the 3rd week in a row?
I don't mind Chipotle.
I don't mind Chipotle either.
I'll order something else. Okay, here's the thing. I am also neurospicy, and I would happily eat the same thing without question. If I'm ever running late, go pick the last thing I ordered.
Yeah.
Or just pick something.
That's-
You know vaguely the things I don't eat. Make it not one of those. I won't care.
Pretty much
like-
my standby, yeah.
Places with customization, Subway, Chipotle, whatever, I could happily eat there every single day and just rotate my way through the menu. And when I come back around to another thing, pick a different variation of that.
Yep.
A different permutation of toppings on my cold cut combo with a different sauce, or maybe I want a different cheese on my meatball sub this week. You don't know. Like, I could happily eat yeah.
That's the other thing is some of us are, forgive the term, fat guys. You can pick better, but you can't pick wrong.
Yeah.
If you put food in front of me, I'm going to eat it.
There's only some things I try not to eat now, and it's mainly due to
Dietary.
proximity to other people at work.
So I'll cross off the cheesy broccoli. I know you don't want that as your side.
Man, if we had like family dinner on like Thursday night and I didn't have to be near people the next day, I'd eat whatever the fuck I want. That's why Thursday night is usually like my pizza night. Or I'll get like
pizza.
The appetizer sampler from Sheetz, and I'll get like the cheese triangles and the cheese rectangles and the cheese half moons.
I could go to Little Kaiser's and get a $10, $5 hot and ready. Because I think they're like $8 now. I could get a hot and ready. I could smash a hot and ready today. I'm not gonna lie. Especially their branding at Little Kaiser's has gotten amazing. They have the extra most bestest.
Yes.
When they add a ton of pepperoni or cheese or something, it is now the extra most bestest. The extra most bestest. Ah, yes. Maybe that is what I'll do tonight. Maybe I'll do both. Maybe I'll go get Chipotle and like just dump a burrito bowl on top of a Little Caesar's pizza. That's a very valid option, you know. That is a thing that by law you cannot stop me from doing.
I will point out, if you're going to order it through their app.
Yeah.
They do have delivery now. They just shell it out to somebody else.
Yeah.
But they have really good deals through their app directly.
They're one of the few apps I do keep. Them and McDonald's, although I've eaten significantly less McDonald's recently. For the extended value of recently. Like this year.
The only time I really go to McDonald's anymore is if when I had Fuzzy Jr., because Happy Meal.
Yeah.
And then occasionally I'll get some like crazy deal promotion thing. Like I don't buy anything full price there ever. Oh yeah.
There are a couple of food places where like I'm really into their app. And I will say, if you're going to get McDonald's, get it through the app. If you're going to get Little Caesars, get it through their app.
Well,
or anything else.
Not to pimp them out, but McDonald's, they know your location because you told them your nearby thing. They have, in Cleveland at least, when the Cleveland Indians do a score unit or something, they're like, hey, the Indians scored a home run yesterday, so you can get a 10-piece nugget for like $2. Or the Cavs scored above 100 points, so you get a Big Mac for $1 or some shit like that. They'll just have random one-day deals like that are entirely based on sports the previous day.
But they keep them up to date by restaurant, by yeah. They do. They do.
The guy that runs both of them near me, I found out he owns both of them, is a real big sports head. So he opts into all of those.
Yes, everything is edible once. McDonald's may not be the most nutritious thing in the entire world. I absolutely agree with that. It may be particularly unhealthful, but sometimes it is what you want. I have just noticed that in the past few years, those times have decreased. It is no longer as often what I want.
The McDonald's was the good option because they were cheap and consistent. You knew exactly that 6.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
But they were exactly consistent and you could want exactly that.
Yeah.
As the price of everything went up, they were no longer the cheap option, and they're playing their advantage of being their weight on the scale became equal level field with everybody else. Like people like for the price to go out to eat, you could just go to an actual restaurant. Mm-hmm. If I'm going to go drop $15, $20 at a drive-thru, I could just go to Applebee's and order an actual meal. And it's like, that's why fast food kind of died off. And it's like, I could just get actual food from takeout through a restaurant at the same price and speed that I'm going to fast food. So why don't I just do that?
There used to be a joke, and it was kind of a misogynistic joke. So, I don't necessarily want to perpetuate it. But the core of the joke being that you wanted one item from every place in a collection of fast food restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
I want a burger and some fries and a shake. but I want the burger from Burger King, and I want the fries from Rally's, and I want the shake from Arby's. Ooh, Arby's, I could go get a roast beef sandwich. I need to stop thinking about food. Anyway, yes, that is what I would like today. I would like the one of everything. Because let me tell you, these chips that apparently expired last month just ain't cutting it. I just realized these say AUG 2025 on them. Not that they were particularly good to begin. Oh, Dairy Queen, I'm so mad.
What?
I'm still mad 20 years later that they closed the Dairy Queen by the house. You know the motorcycle shop
Oh, yeah.
that used to be
I
a Dairy
used to
Queen?
live. I used to live over there. We used to walk to that dairy. I'm like, where is there a Dairy Queen? I'm like, oh yeah, no, the Dairy Queen I would walk to.
That one. I'm still salty 30 years later that they closed it.
Has it been that long?
Almost.
Really?
It was a motorcycle shop when we got out of high school. So it's been at least 25 years.
Oh God. Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I know. You have not told me about Dairy King, and I am most intrigued. Oh yeah, I know. I know the one you're talking about.
I think there's a.
There is the one on Bagley. There's one over on Pearl somewhere out that direction. I know where there are a few. I'm just mad that the one by my house is closed. But a Blizzard sounds amazing. You know, I want Oreos and Reese's. That's what I want.
What is that stupid road called? Oh no, there is a. No, okay, that is the name of that place. Okay.
I have a link here. I need to click on this link. I'm not going to show it on stream to try and vaguely respect your... Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Look at that branding. They just... I need to go there. Yep. Okay. Next time I come visit you, I am going there. Just 100%. Ooh, what's this taste of Brazil? Is it a Brazilian steakhouse? Is it a churrascaria? Okay, that's what I really want. What I really, really want? I'll tell you what I want. What I really, really want. I wanna go to Texas de Brazil. I haven't made my annual trip yet.
Hey, chat, watch this.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Jay.
Uh-oh.
We can go to Texas de Brazil when we launch Let's Cafe for real.
Deal.
Not early access.
Deal. I'm pressing the button right now. I'm merging and pushing. I'm chugging and charging. We're gonna do okay. Deal. 100%. I'm into it. I'm into it. Yeah. No, I'm down for celebrating. 100% I'm down for celebrating. Anyway, that's enough of me making chat and my co-host decide what I'm having for dinner for today. I think I've covered that pretty well.
That's not a Dairy King.
You're not a Dairy King. Fight me. Wait.
No, I know the one he's talking about. That's not a Dairy King.
Man.
Although, I am going to take this picture and send to you.
Uh-oh. Oh, dear. And you know what else? Not only did I miss firecracker season, but I haven't heard the Ice Cream Man in like 2 weeks. Where's my delivery ice cream? Oh, I know where that is. I know where that is from the picture you sent.
No, but look in the upper left and the upper right. Or the lower right.
Yeah. That's
at either end of the same road, and it's very easily, hey, go to that dairy ice cream place at the end of, it's at the end of that road, and you're like, fuck.
yeah. That road.
Yeah. And neither of them are the good one. The good ice cream place is down by me.
You guys got an East Coast custard over by you?
No.
Do we still have an East Coast custard? I think they closed. I think there's the one out in Euclid still. They're a good ice cream place, although technically they sell custard and not ice cream. I suppose for your frozen dairy-based dessert needs.
I'm pretty sure. No, the one by Golden Lily is still there.
Okay. I wonder how long they're open. Like season-wise, I wonder how long they're open. September 25th was their last day, huh? I'll bet you. It's been that kind of day
they're
today.
They're open till 11 right now.
Okay, so I'm going to go get a bunch of Rally's fries, dip them in my custard, and eat them as a side alongside my Chipotle pizza. Problem solved. Now we're all sorted out. It's taken care of. Ice cream donuts. I used to do those in the parking lot. Wait, I think we're talking about different things. So do you want your fish digits update? Not if you can avoid it. I got the forest working. We now have some variant of dungeon.
Halloween. Their calendar goes up to Halloween.
Okay. I could get with that. That means I got time yet.
That could just also mean that they just haven't filled it out, because it is 2 months in advance. They could just not fill it out.
Fair.
The good ice cream place by me also said the same thing, because I asked her, like, how late are you open? Because, it's 85 degrees. They're like, so what happens is after summer goes back in, heat starts going down, but also they lose a lot of their summer staff because all the college kids go back to school. So they run on a lower skeleton crew of the adults that need the jobs, not like 40 teenagers that can work a couple hours, but 70 of them at a time in the store. Yeah. So they stay open evenings, but not during the day when there's traffic, and not just all day because nobody's there during the day. So they're open in the evenings when people are like getting off work and you want some ice cream or whatever. So they taper things off, and then at some point they usually close when it's like consistently cold.
Yeah.
So
kind of like
at least through Halloween, because they have Halloween specials coming out.
Kind of like Flannel Day. One of my former coworkers and dear friends invented a holiday. I don't know if I've ever told this story before, but I'm going to again. He invented his own holiday called Flannel Day, and we were actually just talking about this in the former coworker Discord earlier. It is the third consecutive day where the temperature high is below 68, I want to say. I'd have to go check out the rules again. But when you hit the third day in the row that it is cool enough to wear a flannel, that is Flannel Day. And it is celebrated with chocolate chip cookies. Because the weather's getting colder now. It's baking weather. And this dear friend and coworker of mine would make and bring in chocolate chip cookies. Rob Herman. I'll call him out by name because I don't think he watches me. It was Rob Herman, and I think you will recognize that name at least. But I told him that even after his departure from the day job, we did our best to carry on the tradition, and that I have taken it with me other places and tried to spread the good word of Flannel Day, because that's the kind of holiday we need more of. I like that one. That's a good one. Let's keep celebrating that. It's not overly complicated to figure out when it's going to be. You have at least a range, you know. You don't have a whole lot of notice that it's coming, but you know that the season is upon us. I like that. I think I want to borrow that Green Day too. I like that one. Go ahead. Get it out of your system, otherwise you'll give yourself a hernia. All right, fair enough. It's a season where there's going to be holidays all over the damn place anyway. We got like Candy Day, and then we got like Turkey Day, and then I don't know. I think that's it. That's as far ahead as I can plan. I am excited for turkey to go on sale for the onslaught of holidays. I do like turkey way too much. All right, so I yelled about all of my games. What have you been playing?
Bongo Cat? No, that doesn't count. Actually playing and not just running idle games all the goddamn time. Um, No Man's Sky. I kind of temporarily put my Eve playing back on pause because I did the thing I wanted to do and had fun with that. And now I'm just letting that guy train up for a
68.
couple months to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I literally loaded up like 2 months worth of stuff of a bunch of like week long. This is 14 days, this is 7 days, but they're like tier 5 shit. It's like,
I'll be
well,
back
a
when I
couple
have
months when
these
I come
new
back.
skills. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I was really going hardcore on No Man's Sky because I was streaming that and I've been playing that. That's really been it. I cheated my way to get some achievements in web fishing because I was tired of a broken mechanic.
Yeah.
And I realized I wasn't going to grind for 1,000,000 hours for a shot at a 1% chance to do something when they tore it apart and the rain mechanic is broken, and even with the rain lure, like the chance table on the rain fish is actually like mathematically broken. So I'm like, fuck it. So I edited my game to give me the achievement because like that's what I was missing is the alpha versions of the two rainfish were all that I was missing. And I'm like, I'm not gonna do it. Like, I don't
Yeah.
care.
Yeah. I want my sticker. I put in the effort. If it comes down to a roll of the dice, that's no longer amenable.
Yeah. I'm
that.
like, oh, I could automate this. I was gonna make like a clicking thing and then have it run back and like auto buy. Like, I'm like, just cheat the goddamn achievement in.
There are
Yeah.
so many easier ways to cheat in the achievement. You can edit the save file. You can use Cheat Engine to change the math on the fly. Or you can decompile it and rebuild it with Godot 3.6 with your changes in place. Not saying we took time to actually do that and examine the project structure in a call before
Yeah,
or anything, but yeah.
Man, I wonder what happened to that guy. Like, I know he had problems because of idiot feedback
with
and
any
stuff.
with any luck, he took the money and ran. Someday that's going to be us. Y'all are going to take big sacks of money, and I'll be left holding the bag and responding to feedback. And you'll never have to deal with me again.
No, I haven't. Although we haven't done this in a while, do you want to get? Well, it's time to play that game. How many apps do I have pending updates in my app store?
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Now, keep in mind, I have been charging my phone at night again
That's true.
because I'm no longer awake at night. So I do plug my phone in, and it should update in the night. How many do I have waiting to update?
I'm going to say 8. I know that's a pretty out of pocket guess, but
Keep in mind, the NPM thing happened recently.
33.
100.
How many apps do you have on your damn phone?
At least 100.
I don't think I have 100. Well, I might have 100 apps. I don't know. What do I have on my phone?
Keep in mind how much automation I had in my home.
Oh, that's true. You had everyone's separate. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's like 6 or 7 different apps right there. And then all the different food apps. And then all the food apps. And remember, I use Google products. So I have 12 apps right there.
Right.
And then the 800 different banking financial things. It is, you say that out loud. I'm like, I have 100. It's like, wait, what do I have? Wow, that is a lot of
Fluff.
Huh. No, the thing is this is even trimmed down. This is all I'm scrolling through this list like this is shit I actually all use.
It's wild.
Like legitimately.
I believe it, but that doesn't make it any less wild. You know what I mean? Absolutely unbelievable.
I have a lot of utility apps too.
Yeah.
I was big into there's an app for that stupid little scoring app we used that time
Mm-hmm.
with the roto dial. I have stuff like that. I don't play games, but I have apps like that.
Who needs games when you have apps like that? Yeah, I want to work on more mobile stuff at some point.
Yeah.
I'm having too much fun with the 10 million projects I've got in a whip state right now, but eventually I want to do some more mobile stuff.
The other secret anthology thing we were talking about, how many of those do you think would work well in touch interfaces?
Oh, a whole ton of them. Just make sure I keep that in mind from the get-go.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we were talking earlier about the show. By the way, thank you for being there the whole time, and thank you for letting us use your. We did steal Swishman's personal laptop as our primary demo machine because
I was wondering where that came from.
Because all the time I invested into getting those laptops cleaned up, they didn't work.
Aw.
Like I came in, I went to sleep with working machines, and I woke up and took everything and set up, and they were not working. I can now at least definitively say they are e-waste. They are not recoverable. I tried, and it didn't.
I wish I wish I would have had some. I went through and I got rid of a bunch of stuff like a couple months ago.
Yeah.
Literally I don't think I have a PC laptop at all. I think I just have that MacBook left. And that's it.
Well, I have on my list to make sure as early as possible that I put hands on some usable hardware for that.
Yeah. And we need to make an actual sizzle reel for the video too.
Yes. I want to
showing off. We need to update the Steam sizzle video.
Yes, we do. Yes, we absolutely
and the screenshots
do.
And stuff. Yeah.
That's on my checklist of things before we hit the 1.0 we are out of early access button, is make sure all of that stuff is up to date too. So, I do have a plan for that. I have a special plan for this world.
I had a brain thought with pictures.
Yes.
I'll tell you after, but it's an idea for an app, especially you're talking about mobile.
You have my curiosity. I
think it would actually do pretty well with our community.
Yeah, please do. How close is the dialogue editor to being done? You have some edits before it's out of early access. I will follow up with you on that, but it is alarmingly close.
Yeah.
It's actually at a place where it's usable.
Yeah.
It may
I
not
saw
be
that.
complete, but it is absolutely usable. I will put it up someplace you can beat on it.
Yeah. It's pretty slick.
And then when we finish with that, I'll give you another small fortune to go through and fix all the dialogue in the fish game.
You know, now that I know how to use an actual language with an actual interface, I should rewrite that stupid little packaged Python bridge I made for that for the
Mhm.
recipe editor. I should make the remake the recipe editor in Godot.
I was debating building out the dialogue editor the same way.
Yeah.
Like now that I know that's a viable option, I was debating making the dialogue editor for Cafe and Godot. That is absolutely a thing I could do, and then we can build it for everybody. You know,
Yeah.
just in case we ever give the custom character editor out when we, add workshop support, which is most of the way there. But you didn't hear me say that. I'm not leaking the recipe book and character customization
You
systems.
and that stupid custom folder.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that breaks all my automation so bad. We need to just put like a blank dot file in there or something.
Yes, we should. Yes, we absolutely
Our entire
should.
build process breaks. Yes, I know it's 8 o'clock. I'll take my pills. It breaks if he added a custom character folder so we could set it up for workshop. Like you will you could tell Steam like where to download the stuff from the store, and it puts them in a folder so the game will read it. But you have to designate a folder. And it built on his machine because he made the folder.
But
At no
because
point did he document this folder or tell the system to make that folder, but it built on his machine because he made the folder. And I'm like, why is it referencing this folder? Why is it failing because it can't find a folder? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it was probably not the greatest way to handle that, especially because even to get it to the point where it was broken for everyone else but worked for me took an overwhelming amount of work because the way we're packaging everything up to put it on Steam has some really funky caveats and behaviors. So I'm not saying we're switching to NWJS or anything, but next time, when we have to do this all again for whatever reason, now that we've made one to throw away. Anyway, it's close. It's pending. It is coming very soon.
Mm-hmm.
We have been actively working on Cafe. Fuzzy is pulling his hair out with all the pull requests I've made recently. I thought you were going to show off the proof.
Oh, no. No, I would have checked those, but there was one I actually wanted to physically test and not just approve.
Right.
But it looked okay. There needs to be a way on a GitHub thing to like, I visually approve this, but I have not checked it.
Yeah.
Like, this looks good. Please show proof that the tests have passed, but I visually okay this. But I don't have time to beat on, like, download it and run it and beat on it. But like, yeah, that if you trust the other developer that they have like tested this stuff and would not have submitted the PR until it's done and compiling and actually works, then yes, you can get away with that.
Yeah.
But I want like a designation that, or something we can like
dictated but not read.
checked.
Yes, the equivalent thereof.
Yeah. Like if we have something like that, like I trust that you tested this. It looks okay to me.
One of the things that we run into as an issue in giant
Eyeball
air
approved.
quotes is like with Swish here, who is a very valuable member of our testing team, it is tougher to get one-off builds over there. And if I want a handful of things validated at once, which is probably not the optimal way to do it, but like we have a branch specifically for testing. I want to be able to grab all of my PRs, put them in one build, put that in the test branch, and be like, all right, what's broken here? Here's what we changed, what's broken here.
Git branch swish test. Merge change, merge change, merge change, merge change, build. Branch off of main. Merge all the other branches into that one and build that.
That would work. That's I keep forgetting that's an option. Git is weird.
The GitHub action I made to do the build, when you run it, it pops up a menu and you can pick the branch it runs against. It puts it in a folder based on the branch name. If you run that against another branch, it'll make the executable for whatever branch you put it at. And then you could download that and send it to him. Because that's how we used to test shit.
I think we have a solution. I think that might be the answer to our problem.
No. Docker is not the answer.
Docker is an answer.
Docker makes people's problems repeatable.
Yes. Yes, it does. I agree with...
Docker does not solve things. It makes everybody's problems repeatable.
I agree with 3/5 of that problem. Docker makes problems.
No, it's not the Docker container part. It's not the build stuff, because that works relatively. Although, we have to build with Windows because of dumb Electron stuff.
Yeah.
Although, I should see if building in the Mac. Oh no, because that's right. Because like I said earlier, Electron Forge builds on the platform that you build it on. If you want a Windows executable, you have to build it in Windows. So on Git, the GitHub action executes in Windows because we need the Windows output.
Yeah.
Although, yes, I will add the Mac builder to that.
I appreciate
don't
that.
Don't run that as CI, because
Mac hours are expensive.
Yes.
Yeah.
Although I think they're more expensive than Windows. I think Windows is at 2x and Mac hours are at like 5 or 10x or something.
Yeah.
It's something ridiculous. Like, just, you can run build actions in there fine. Just don't run like CI.
Mm-hmm. You don't want this to happen every time we touch anything. Yeah.
Right.
But anyway, yes, Mac build is coming. I have tangible evidence of it.
Yeah. It builds, at least. Getting it through Steam on Mac is going to be a fun adventure, but we'll know.
We'll have our plan. And then I can bully MC into playing it. If that's what he was stalling on, that's going to be my excuse. Yeah.
Really? I like my Mac. For his dumb thing, I've been a PC person since Michael taught me what a backslash was, so I could CD into Scorch and run it, and I had to remember to turn the turbo switch off. Okay? I've been on computers forever. I know how to customize things. I know how to use a computer. You know what I like? I like my iPhone because I don't have to do shit to it. It just works. Yeah, this new feature, Android had it 5 years ago. You know what? My phone doesn't crash. I don't have to reboot my memory manager on my phone. It just works. You know why I like my Mac? Shit just works. Yes, Scorched Earth 3D.
That is exactly what you were thinking of.
Yep. That's what we played.
all the time. All the time. Like nonstop.
No kibitzing.
All right.
All Mervs all the time.
Yep. Nothing but death's head. Constantly.
Yep.
All right. I think we're going to wrap it. I'm going to go figure out from this list of suggestions what we had, what I do want to do for dinner. Before I send you away, I do want to make note that my dear friends over at the Mini Kit Marathon are Mini Kit Marathoning. So I think we are going to go shower some love on them tonight. Thank you once again so much for hanging out, being here for the Blue House Bull session. Do we have a raid call? We should have a raid call. Let's give them a nice confusing one since we talked about Let's Cafe a lot. Get your Let's Cafe emotes. Get your green beans. Get your ranch. And let's go tell everyone over at Mini Kit Marathon, that I said hi. If I don't see you before then, we will be back with you not next Friday for the Blue House Bull session. I'll be at Con on the Cob, but sometime next week. Until then, have fun. We love you. We will see you later. Bye.